So we're actually correcting some of your past errors in applying it. Now, has anybody ever sat up here in a governing board? I used to hear this a lot more than I do now and said, well, we don't control the market. Excuse me. If you control the supply, you control the market. If you control the supply of commercial property on the ground, you are controlling the market. If you control the supply of a residential.
Yes.
Next slide, please. Did it go to sleep? Let's just click out. Let's just slide this thing up here and just kind of click on that tab for a second. Put it back on this tab. Now try that.
There we go. Sorry.
It's kind of like there's a retaining wall with a fence on top, and it's got a fence on top with a bunch of tall weeds behind it that nobody can get to, because when they were grading the subdivision here where it's grass, they didn't bother to tie it in to the natural area that was off the site. And they created this open space thing that today, if I took a picture of it today, you would see is behind a bunch of houses, and there's an easement so that somebody can go mow that stuff. And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit, because I think I've brought you into this world of what we're facing with builders that are going to be coming to town. Okay? Builders that are going to be coming to town. Look at the top of the railing across the porch, and then look at the sidewalk. You'll notice that the sidewalk slopes from right to left. Going down that street, the street goes with it, going down that street from right to left, you're going downhill for several blocks. Okay? That's what we call a cross slope. Excuse me, there's not a dramatic ditch or anything like that, but it slopes away. It allows you to take up grade without moving too much dirt. Next slide, please. Lateral slopes. They slope either away from the street or back towards the street. Next slide, please. Now, the sunshine near the back here points out that there's a V-ditch right there between the two houses. Those two houses are built slab on grade with several feet of elevation change, about the same amount between them. The reason those slopes are there is because the building code, residential building code, says that I might find that fun, but it's going to get old real quick if all I can do is play in a ditch. So those slab on grade houses generally result in excessive grading. Next slide, please. Here's an example. Of course, that's that V-ditch again, but let's look at this house. This is a new house. This is the back porch.